Focusing on life through the lens of Buddhist teachings also invites us to examine our own suffering and its roots. Buddhism teaches that suffering is an inherent part of life, and it is often born from desire, attachment, and ignorance. By acknowledging that suffering is not something to be avoided, but something to understand, we gain the wisdom necessary to navigate life's complexities. In focusing on life with this awareness, we come to realize that true freedom lies not in escaping suffering, but in transforming our relationship with it. Through the practice of mindfulness, we learn to observe our pain without becoming consumed by it, recognizing it as an inevitable part of the human experience that can lead to wisdom and growth. One of the most profound aspects of Buddhist practice is the idea of impermanence, or anicca. By understanding that all things, good or bad, are temporary, we are encouraged to be less attached to external outcomes. Life becomes less about striving for fixed goals and more about embracing the flow of existence, allowing us to savor moments without the need to hold on to them. This acceptance of change fosters a sense of peace as we learn to let go of our desire for permanence and control, freeing ourselves from the anxiety that often accompanies the unknown. Moreover, the teachings of Buddhism also emphasize the importance of right action and ethical living. Focusing on life involves more than just being present. It is also about living with integrity and intention. The 5 precepts, which form the ethical foundation of Buddhist practice, guide us in cultivating virtues such as honesty, nonviolence, and mindfulness. When we align our actions with these principles, we not only create harmony in our own lives, but also contribute to a peaceful, compassionate world. By focusing on life in a way that is ethically sound and mindful, we enhance our sense of purpose and fulfillment, knowing that our actions are grounded in love and respect for all beings. Buddhism also highlights the concept of emptiness, or sunyata, which encourages us to look beyond the surface of things and realize the interconnectedness and interdependence of all phenomena. When we focus on life with this understanding, we see that nothing exists in isolation. Every experience, every interaction, every breath is a manifestation of countless conditions coming together. This realization removes the sense of separation we often feel from others, fostering a deep sense of unity with the world around us. Focusing on life in this way means embracing the fluidity and interrelatedness of existence, understanding that all beings are constantly influencing and being influenced by one another. Another essential aspect of focusing on life in Buddhism is the practice of meditation. Meditation is not only about calming the mind, but about cultivating deep insight into the nature of reality. Through regular meditation, we develop the ability to observe the mind's patterns and tendencies, allowing us to see our habitual reactions more clearly. This awareness helps us break free from conditioned responses and make more conscious choices in our lives. Meditation trains us to focus not only on the present moment, but also on the deeper truths of existence, such as the nature of suffering, the impermanence of all things, and the potential for awakening within each of us. In addition to personal transformation, focusing on life in Buddhism also leads to a more compassionate and engaged approach to the world. As we practice mindfulness and compassion, we naturally become more aware of the suffering of others and are motivated to alleviate it. The Buddhist concept of bodhicitta, the mind of awakening, drives us to not only seek enlightenment for ourselves, but to help all beings find liberation from suffering. Focusing on life in this sense becomes a way of living for the benefit of others, cultivating an attitude of selflessness and love that extends beyond the confines of our own desires and limitations. Ultimately, Buddhism teaches us that life is not something to be conquered or controlled, but something to be understood, accepted, and embraced. Focusing on life means living in harmony with the present moment, cultivating compassion for ourselves and others, and recognizing the deep interconnectedness of all things. By living in alignment with these teachings, we can find profound peace, joy, and freedom, not as a result of achieving external goals, but through the simple yet powerful act of focusing on life with mindfulness, awareness, and loving kindness. In the end, the more we focus on life through the lens of Buddhist wisdom, the more we realize that life itself is a path to awakening, a journey of discovery, growth, and profound connection with the world around us.